2, 1. Welcome to the middle of nowhere! Excellent! We almost always have to do that at least 3 times. But that was once. That was 1 for 3. Yeah, alright. So let me start again. So I'm going to do the symposium now, which is a discussion, as I mentioned, about something that I find important. And I've been thinking a lot about climate change. Who has heard about climate change? Oh yeah, ooh, yeah. I've been doing a lot of research into climate change. And it's funny, I know less about climate change now than I did before I started looking into it. And it's weird. I don't know who to trust. Both sides of the arguments are strong. They're both using data. They're both using models. I'm trying to figure out which data and modeling to choose. So I was like, I don't know what climate change is. So who do I trust here? And then I started actually thinking about trust, like the concept of trust and what it means. And it's not as simple as we might think it is. And I need my notes. As I was looking into this, I was like, making choices builds trust. So when you're associated with somebody else, what you're doing is you're essentially giving over control of them to do what they want. And you have to trust. You have to make by choosing them and how they act, you're going to judge whether or not they're trustworthy. But then I was like, that's how we can conduct ourselves. And how do you develop a relationship with yourself? Tekaru's here. How do you build a relationship with yourself? You have to do things that you want to do. And then I thought about social media. I know, social media. And recommendations, and how everything is being offered to us in the palm of our hand. We don't have to do any work for it. And how that undermines trust. And so the more we allow technology to make choices for us, the weaker we get at trusting ourselves. If you can't trust yourself, you're not going to make any choices. You're going to stop developing the skill of making choices. If you stop practicing trust, you're going to become more accommodating. I'm not saying that anything bad is going to happen, but if you think about trust as a skill, like developing the awareness of knowing when to do certain things, you can actually get better at functioning with reality. Am I making any sense? Or am I rambling here?
Yes.
How quick are you? Yeah, go ahead.
As I walk every day in Toronto, going everywhere, I see people doing this.
Thumbs.
And I consider it anti-social.
Yeah.
I would like them to put it down and learn to talk to their fellow men right beside them on the streetcar, on the sidewalk. Actually have a conversation to get to know each other.
And why do you think
what I'm saying is, I think this shit is anti-social. It is not social.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Well, what does everybody think? Thank you for sharing. What's your name?
Michaela.
Michaela. Thank you so much for sharing that, Michaela. Does anybody else have any thoughts about social? Kyle?
It's a double-edged sword, essentially. There's a fundamental way in which it robs us of connectivity, because we look, crave, and we're addicted to likes, to people scrolling through our stuff and feeling that. But in many ways, we wouldn't be here if this movement were not for social media, because they attracted a lot of us here. And it's kind of inevitable. It's how you use the tool, and whether you understand it and you don't have control over that.
Well, that's interesting. You brought up the term control. Yes, the jazz snap. We're all in this together with the snapping. Because when you think about it, how do you know, like, when trust requires you to lose control, essentially? You have no more control. You have to give over. If you trust someone, you're essentially asking them to take control of the situation. And now, if you don't have a strong sense of self, you're going to rely on other people to control you, or you're not going to trust anyone. And how do we develop trust as a skill? Well, you have to make decisions.
May I tell just one more story? And I will. I know I'm not.
Of course.
I'm not up here to yak and not talk. Okay. My belief is because I'm Irish. Okay.
Irish.
Anyway, I go back to the old way of what is the meaning of a pub? Like how were pubs built? You're not listening. You think you're joking because I'm Irish.
Well, Michaela, no, you're bringing up a good point.
The originality of a pub was at one time is I bring you to Ireland, okay? I bring you to farm this out to take care of goats. And I bring you 20 miles, clear you out to where they take captive, and they have 6 daughters, and the father doesn't have a fucking clue how to take care of 6 daughters, okay? And then you go and he meets like 20 miles away, and then he meets a father who has 3 sons, and he doesn't have a fucking clue, okay? So they all come together, and they got to discuss their life. What do you do with 6 daughters? What do I do with 3 sons? What do I do with my sheep? So they created what is called a pub. And a pub was created for all people to come and discuss their life. And they did it so they could teach each other and help each other through life. Okay? And yes, eventually they made it into a drinking pub where they could find laughter and talk about life. But that is the originality of a pub. It was totally communicative to help your fellow man. Pubs are not built for everyone to get drunk, okay? And so the thing is that I think everyone has forgotten the originality of what a pub means. And to this day, everyone has forgotten. Everyone is on these. Everyone wants TVs. But you know what? Especially in Toronto these days. On the streetcar, I hear 15 languages on the streetcar every day. But no one's becoming Canadian.
Well, thank you very much for that, Michaela. Thank you very much, Michaela. Thank you very much for sharing that. I think Michaela raised a very interesting point about the pub. The pub is a place where we come together as a collective, a bunch of individuals sharing their personal experiences and helping each other, all of us grow together. I think we can all agree with that. What does everybody think about that? Yeah? Round of applause. Thank you for sharing, Michaela. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And I also want to thank you guys for letting me do this, because you guys are the reason I come here. I mean, I like to be able to do the talk at the beginning and share some of my music with you. But as I was telling my friend Kyle earlier today, I have a crisis when it comes to making these shows. They're not easy to make. I get nervous. I don't want to do them. But then I get here and I see you guys here. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're the reason why I come. You're the reason why I make the show. You're the reason the show exists. The show is like a shared experience, to Michaela's point. The pub is a place where everybody comes together and they do their little bit to make the world a little bit better. And I think that everybody here should give themselves a round of applause for just coming. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And now I'm going to set up the mic because I'm going to do a little tune.
Did I do it?
Yeah, but I gotta wait, sorry.
of nervous. I'm a thing. This is the first song in the new place. Oh, hey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can. Yeah. Okay, so this song is called "Before I Die." It's on Spotify and all that jazz. It's about my time at Sick Kids because I was a volunteer there for a long time, and this was requested by Sam, the very funny comedian over there. Before I die, I wanna live my life in a way that's mine. I don't wanna waste time. Before I die, I wanna know inside that I honestly tried to do what I thought right. You sat on the bed cross-legged, Legoing up those pieces, not a net scarf on your head, building a house with no ceiling. I asked you gonna finish that roof. You looked at me as if I were a fool. Then you chuckled and said, a toy plane in your hand. If you fly by your life trying to stay alive, holding on to who you are only on the outside. If you don't go, then you won't know. If you won't, if you won't go, then you don't know. If you don't. She whispered stage 4, teary-eyed she left the room. You went on building, so calm, so cool. I asked you gonna finish that roof. You looked at me as if I were a fool. Then you chuckled and said, the toy plane in your hand. If you fly by your life trying to stay alive, holding on to who you are only on the outside. If you don't go, then you won't know. If you won't go, then you don't know. If you don't, if you fly by your life trying to stay alive, holding on to who you are only on the outside. If you don't go, then you won't know. If you won't go, then you don't know. If you don't. The doctor poked her head in, her face alarmed and somber. I'll come back in a few minutes. You completely ignored her. I asked you gonna finish that roof. You looked at me as if I were a fool. Then you chuckled and said, a toy plane in your head. If you fly by your life trying to stay alive, holding on to who you are only on the outside. If you don't go, then you won't know. If you won't go, then you don't know. If you don't, if you fly by your life trying to stay alive, holding on to who you are only on the outside. If you don't go, then you won't know. If you won't go, then you don't know. If you don't go, then you don't know. If you don't go, then Thank you very much. Okay, I'll do one more. Let's see how this sounds. All right, this sounds a little different. This goes, The Lion Knows You're Lying. Yeah. I want to yell, but I feel like it's too much. No. I don't want to kill people's ears when I yell. Let me make this easier on you. You don't have to try. You don't have to lie. Just be honest. Let me make this easier on you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. Just be honest. If you got something in the back of your mind, no voice, no sign, the moves that your sides reminding you that you left it behind. You gotta make that shit real quick now. Old boys, new toys, running from the same boys, drinking, smoking, making noise, trying to waste the race, so they riding and crying, not knowing where the mind is. The body's like behind, and they're screaming the horizon. The line is approaching, this life is locomotion. It's got us posting our own souls and wonder why we sorrow feel. We bottle every pill, every green and jelly bong, hitting heavy inhale. Netflix ain't chill, every sad story post, going chicken in the morning. The stories you don't fear, and the lion knows you're lying, lion knows you're lying, lion knows the lion, knows the lion, knows the lion, knows the lion, knows that you've got something in the back of your mind. No voice, no sign, folks at your sides reminding you that you left it behind. You gotta make that shit real quick now. Thank you very much. All right, next, thank you very much. Thank you. Next up, we're going to have the host of the evening perform some of his stuff. Give a big round of applause to Jack Charles.
Let's hear it one more time for Mitchell Anton MacEachern. I tell you, man, it's not easy. It's not easy to come out here and just talk in front of people, especially when we're in a new place. But he just comes out here and he does it. He rocks the house. Rocks the house down. Put your phones away or Mitchell will wag his finger at you. Having said that, I'm going to plug the social media. And now they're here. If you do get the phone out and take any pictures. And now here is the Instagram page. And it's going, so please help. This is a love song. It's about, it's just about love. And the things that go wrong in love. Can't believe I've been talking to you all night. From Cupid's bow his arrow doth strike. Is this what it feels like when two souls collide? I see the divine when I look into your eyes. But there's one thing that's making me feel such shame. And that is that I can't remember your name. Was it Tina or was it Jane? Was it Tiffany or was it Lorraine? Love of my life, what's your name? On our wedding day when I say I do, I'd just like to know who I'm saying it to. Maybe I can write you a note asking you to elope. I just need to know what to write on the envelope. Maybe I can just start by calling you babe, and make that last until our dying day. And when I'm lying on my deathbed and you're there cradling my head, that's when I'll tell you that I don't know your name. Know what I think I'll have to do is find someone to introduce you to. But I won't say your name, so you'll have to. This time it'll stick to me like glue. But before I do, something happens, it's kind of strange. You introduce me to your friend and do exactly the same. Well, if you don't know my name, maybe that's okay. Let's just do this giant bag of cocaine. Thank you. Thank you. This is a new one. It's very. I'm still working on it. This is very relaxed. Oh, Sharon and Susan are here. Got it right. Welcome. Yeah, just gonna run this by you quickly. Let me know what you think. It's all about taking risks. This is a risky one, and it's very short. No, not that. This is another love song. I only write love songs now. I fell in love with a receptionist. Whoops. That's it. Thank you. Told you it was short. Okay. I fell in love with a receptionist at the sexual health clinic. Don't think she's into me though, in fact she's a bit of a cynic. Had to invent symptoms just so I could see her. It's really hard when the one that you love thinks you have gone to... I'm not going to finish that one. It's a work in progress. No, that's actually it. That's all. That's as far as I got, and I repulsed myself. I'll work on it now. Now that first line's been positively received, I'll work on some more lyrics. This is a conversation with Sam that we were having earlier. I hope you don't mind me saying this about like the inner voice that you might have that tells you that you can't do things or you're not good enough, or just generally just tries to disrupt your whole life. Mine's called Freddy. I wrote a song about him. and just do it now, quickly, and then we'll introduce everybody else. His name is Freddy and he lives in my head. He always tells me when we find something scary, and all day long he's a doubting Tom, helping me to see what can go wrong. In my psychology, making no apology, got the philosophy to deliver honesty. When I'm trying to be me, you can always see me acting kind of carefree, whistle like a referee, tell me to dial it back. Come on Jack, new day, you say, anxiety attack, throwback to that time I was 9, transplant, my name is fine, well down, yell loud, I was wrong, you were right, breath. Cause his name is Freddy and he lives in my head. He always tells me when we find something scary, and all day long he's a doubting Tom, helping me to see what can go wrong. Sitting on my bar chair, sipping on my draft beer, notice this little miss nose pierced blonde hair. When I walk to her, gonna talk to her, but before I move to you, give me thoughts that maybe I'm too ugly, maybe she won't find me funny, maybe married with a baby and a husband in the Navy, fighting daily, bravely to save me while I lazily watch TV. I'll sit here, sip my beer with Freddy in my ear. Thanks mate, keep me safe, no risk, no fear. Cause his name is Freddy and he lives in my head. He always tells me when we find something scary, and all day long he's a doubting Tom, helping me to see what can go wrong. Hi, I'm Freddy, I'm a real nice guy. All I do is try and help this guy survive. Like when he applied for that job online and didn't get a reply, and 2 weeks went by. Said, buddy, you set the bar too damn high. Why do you want to work somewhere you have to try? Do something easy and breeze through life. Use the free Wi-Fi, let the time pass by. You ain't Kobe beef, you ain't a bow tie. You're a pan wearing jean, tearing shepherds my guy. Nothing wrong with shepherds pie. His name is Freddy and he lives in my head. He always tells me when we find something scary, and all day long he's a doubting Tom, helping me to see what can go wrong. When I'm trying to write this song, get at me all day long, tell me I'll get it wrong, singing voice not that strong. Yeah, here I am now, not giving a damn now. Sorry Hannibal, can't silence this lamb now, cause this is so much better than feeling all the pressure that was never really there was strong. Like a Stella, and I'll finish a cappella cause I feel like Mandela. And I'm sorry Freddy fella, but I need you never. Thank you. Thank you. Don't listen to the Freddys, or listen to them a little bit, but welcome them, but also tell them to fuck off sometimes. Next up is Luke. Is Luke in the house? There he is. Make some noise for Luke as he approaches the stage. I'm just going to jump back to the hosting duties while Luke's setting up. Thank you everyone for joining us here at Alchemy. It's a nice place, we're having fun so far, it's a warm environment. I feel like the Middle of Nowhere crew is here, who we brought over from the old place. Big shout out, Middle of Nowhere crew. Yeah! Yeah! The regular Alchemy crew over there on this thing. That's fine, we'll get them in. If anyone was wondering, because the ladies who were sitting there were guessing, I'm from the UK, England specifically, because the lady there guessed all of the countries. She was like, Wales, no. Scotland, no. Ireland, no. It's England. Not you, John. No, the other ladies that were there, not you guys. You're like, I don't remember that conversation. Yeah. So, the only reason I say that is because sometimes people do guess. The other day I was speaking to someone and they were like, oh, where are you from, Australia? I was like, no, UK. And they went, oh, close. You thought I was Australian? That hurts me. What, are you Australian? Oh, where are you from? Sorry? Germany. Okay, guten Tag. Wie geht's? Yeah. That's it, I'm out. Yeah. I can say my watch is broken. Yeah. Because when I did it at GCSEs, which is when you're like 15, you had to learn all the times. And in an oral exam, they would ask you, what time is it? Or I just learned my watch is broken, so no matter what time they asked me, I had me covered, yeah. So don't ask me the time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time for Luke.
Hey everybody, my name is Luke Prosser. Shameless self-promotion. I do a lot of busking, so that's why I have this sign with me. And we got the amp, portable amp and stuff. Just gonna play 2 originals. Glad to be here tonight. I've been bitten by the same bug, bites just about everyone. And everything I've done has been done by everyone. Just like you to sweep it under the rug, act like nothing's ever been done. When it's all come done, when it's all, isn't this something we're gonna get bored? Tough love, isn't this something we're gonna get bored of? Tough love. Everybody else is falling in love, except for you because you're down on your luck. Oh, maybe you're just riddling, but little by little things that everyone else pretends that they know nothing of. And I know not what you speak of. No, I'm with a weaker that we do not speak of. Isn't this something we're gonna get bored of? Tough love. Isn't this something we're gonna get bored of? Tough love. Crowd of fingers pointing, saying now you're just one of us. Oh great, I gotta readjust to the rust that forms between my fingers every time I linger somewhere that I know that I shouldn't have. And I know what I shouldn't have done, but I do not run. I hide my face from everyone. And ain't it fun living life free run? Nested in a web that someone else is spun. Done the dirty work and all the fun. Haven't you heard that this is something we're gonna get bored of? Tough luck. Isn't it something we're gonna get bored of? Tough luck. Isn't it something we're gonna get bored of? Tough luck. Isn't it something? Well, ain't this just something? I've been bitten by the same bug, bites just about everyone. Everything I've done has been done by everyone. Thank you. So, just a little less reverb though. Thank you. I really like the reverb. Just a bit less. Okay, so there's 2 songs. Tough Luck and then Tough Love, kind of like a Sega. So this is just a lot of G, E minor, C. Oh, G, E minor, C, right. That was kind of hit the right spot. G, E minor, C. I know you guys.
One more time for Luke Poser, everybody. So you're capturing some footage over there, and now they're here. Right, I'm just going to quickly go over the list again because there's been some changes, some alterations. We've had some people come in. We are an evolving organism here in the middle of nowhere. Next up is Sam, and then it's Zen. Zen, you're after Sam. And then we have Lucy. Lucy, that's going to be you. And then Alexi, and then Tara. Are you going? Are we on? Okay, then it's going to be Tara. And then it's Kyle. And then it's Sharon and Susan. And then it's Kat. And then there's David if we have time. Once betwixt we pass 10 o'clock, we vanish into like dust.
At 10?
Like at 10.
Done at 10.
On the dot. Done at 10. You know the,
Yes.
you know the secret sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you think that all you're getting tonight is music, you would be wrong, my friends. Because next up we have a comedian. It's a very funny man. We've seen him all the times. Make some love. Make some love. Show some love. The Sad Texar.
Make some love for Sam Tetsos. That's what I'm saying. Middle of Nowhere's back, baby. Here we go. Thank you for everyone for coming out supporting local artists in Toronto. That's great of you. Also, you're welcome for not being a rapper. This was not my first choice. It's a severe lack of rhythm. It's nice to see all of you guys here too, you know? You mangy, starving artist types. It's nice to know you don't spontaneously combust when the venue serves more than just chicken fingers, you know? We made it. Now, I saw someone eating spaghetti and stuff. I'm like, we're moving up in the world. Been falling asleep with music a lot lately, right? But I got these AirPods, the wireless ones. And boy, do I hate waking up with one of those in my ass. It turns out it was under my bed the whole time, but it didn't stop me from trying to play music to see if I heard it or felt it first, you know? It's an awkward way to start the day. I work with this girl who always messages me at 11:11 a.m. She goes, make a wish, it's 11:11, right? I'm like, grow up, girl, come on. Just because the clock repeats itself doesn't mean your wish is gonna come true, right? Like, how selfish is that? In a sea of 7 billion souls, your selfish wish is gonna come true at 11:11, right? Grow up. But then 5 hours later, I'm like, 420! Do drugs because the clock said so! I am an adult. Here's the kicker. We slept together, so maybe some of those wishes did come true, you know what I'm saying? She manifested that shit right into my pants. Spirituality. I think it's funny, people really like Eastern religion now, right? Like Buddhism's big and things like that, like minimalism, you know, escape from technology, you can reconnect with the earth, all these beautiful ideologies, right? We're all like, yes. But then the Amish do it and we're like, ew, what are they doing? Weirdos. A horse? They probably sleep with their own family. We're like, we hate these people. What's the difference? It's just PR. You know? That's why I decided to put a Buddha statue next to my mattress on the floor in my basement apartment, you know? Minimalism, not poor life choices, you know? It's all about PR. I've been trying to take better care of myself, right? Self-care, the care of oneself. Not easy these days, you know? Modern health initiatives are so pretentious now, you know? I like to treat my physical training regimen as that of a 1940s baseball player, you know? Alcohol, cigarettes, lift weights sometimes, you know? It works for me. I'm exactly like a 1940s baseball player, and then I'll kick your ass at any sport as long as only white people are playing, like the 1940s. So that's the only reason anyone was good back then. I have the same physical condition as a hotel bed, right? You know? When there's nice linens on it, you're like, that looks pretty good, right? If you take it back a couple layers and look at the mattress, you're like, that is quite disgusting. That's how I live. It's great. Been trying to eat healthier too, but I have a hard time with it. I went to a Freddy, right? A fancy restaurant. I went and ordered a wok bowl. It's spelled OAXACAXAXASACAXA. I don't know how to order healthy food. As I'm eating this bowl, this guy walks up to me and he goes, "Yo, look at this fake hipster over here." I was like, "Fake hipster? Why did that hurt?" You know? Fake hipster. It seems like a double negative, right? Does that mean I'm a good person? Is that a compliment? I don't know what he was going for there. But I was thinking about it for a long time, right? I was trying to figure out why that brought me so much pain. And later when I was trying to drink coffee out of a mason jar, it turns out my nose is too big to do that, so it's just a mechanical issue, so he was very correct, actually. Correct diagnosis, stranger. Trying to do all types of healthy things, right? Tried a new diet recently. It's called the one-ply diet. Have you ever heard of this? It's where you only buy one-ply toilet paper, then you're just too scared to eat bad food the rest of the week. Strangely effective. This is what I think about toilet paper is. I don't know why they use really cute animals in the packaging, you know? I get what they're going for. It's soft, but it's kind of weird imagery, you know? I think they should use awful people on the package and just be more blunt with what it's used for, you know? You're gonna use this to wipe your ass. Here's a picture of Trump, you know? What do we have to look at kittens, you know? Just sitting there on the porcelain throne looking at the cutest cat ever being like, I don't want to do this. I do it, don't worry guys, I actually do it. The mic cut out for that part, of course. Just leave them on a cliffhanger. I'm trying other healthy things too. I've tried switching from cigarettes to vapes, because that's all the rage, right? Not for me. I think I'm too old to be inhaling a fruit punch flavored kazoo. You know? Using a vape to quit smoking is like using a silly straw to quit drinking. You're still doing it. You just look like a real nincompoop while you're doing it, you know? It's funny because my friends would be outside smoking cigarettes and I just go out holding this like robot dick. And I get there and then I feel like a guy in a unicycle approaching a group of dudes in Harley Davidsons when I do that, you know? I just always roll up with a little quip like, you know how bad that is for your carbon footprint? My friends are like, you're the only reason none of us are getting laid tonight, dude. It's entirely your fault. See, there's no science on vapes, right? People are dying now. It's crazy, right? Did you know that every time you hit a vape, a kid dies in Fortnite? Yeah, it's real serious. They actually had a study the other day, because you know the vapes crackle, right? They make a little when you smoke them. If you actually record that crackle and play it backwards, it's a 13-year-old white kid saying racially insensitive things on Microsoft Live, you know? Xbox Live, that's all it is. It's true, it's scary. Here's the thing that gets me the most about these vapes though, is they're like little USB sticks, right? So you plug them into your computer to recharge them. If you plug something into my computer, then take it out and inhale it, you will get sick. I promise you that. I know what I do on my computer. Maybe don't inhale that, you know? You guys think people safely eject their vapes? Case closed, y'all. Just smoke cigarettes, guys. There's no reason to crawl across the finish line, you know? That's the thing, they don't really work for me. I don't want to be addicted to creme brulee flavored steam. You know, when death comes for me and he has a receipt of all the things that got me to this point, if mine says popcorn lung from cucumber mint, I don't want to go to heaven. That's it for me. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
One more time, Sam Tetsos, everybody. Next up we have the director of the Living Meditation Center, Zen Cohen. Make some noise as Zen approaches the stage.
Thanks for everything today. Yeah, that was lovely. That was great.
I recently came back from the UK, the old country, my brother's wedding, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, yay for my brother. Yeah, no, it was good. It was a good day. The weather shone. Inherited a couple of nieces, which I didn't realise was going to happen. So his now wife, I suppose, is of Bangladeshi descent. And their kind of traditions when you get married is that you marry into the family and your families combine and become as one. So, which I think is very nice. And then I was there just meeting everybody, and a lady said to her 2 daughters, "Go and take a picture with Jack, your new uncle." I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? I didn't sign up for this. What does this mean? I'm going to send them money on their birthdays and run away and come to my house." Luckily I live in Canada, Cat, so it's not going to happen. Zen, are you ready? Awesome. I'm going to introduce you again as the director of the Living Meditation Center. Please make some noise, show some love for Zen Cohen.
Yowza, 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 do you want meditation? No, I'm kidding. Okay, I usually have something I read for a couple of minutes, and then I talk about it. But I decided not to. Hello? Oh, you raised my volume. Ooh, heavy duty. Okay, I decided I'd just talk and put everybody to sleep, then wake them up and say, "Don't you feel better?" Anyways, okay, the idea is I'm going to talk some very boring stuff I got to say now. Okay, you're wondering, I know you're all wondering, what is this? I heard you. No. Well, I got it recently, and kind of a heavy, light story behind it. Like, the other day I was at the Tango coffee shop. There's a thing for that one of the places across the street. And I said, I cracked up when I was 26, and in between I worked for Second City, did various things, but I ended up jumping off a bridge, breaking my back, and then getting better, and the usual. And too much, shut them up, get them up, get them up. No, they already tried that. Okay, here's the deal. Before I jumped, I had this wonderful silver hand with a green jewel. I'm Cohen. My name's not Cohen. It's a Cohenine symbol of blessing, okay, which is supposed to be a high thing. And I lost it, and it was gone. And it was made for me by a friend, and I thought, well, that's appropriate. Then I was at the Tango, and now I'm 67 years old, but I won't say my age, and I'm not that bright, and I never could do math. But the fact is, I said, something, I could get that hand back. Not that hand. I'll ask my wonderful wife, Janet, who is involved in saving my life, to get somebody to make me the silver hand with the green jewel. And later that afternoon, I'm sitting there with my friend Bear, and he fits the name, believe me. And he pulls out this. It's a chieftain thing with a green sort of paint on top of it. And he says, out of the blue, I didn't talk to him about what happened and then getting my silver. He said, "You should have this." And he slammed the money. No. Yeah. And he killed me, and I'm dead. I'm back again as a ghost. Anyway, it's not funny. Come on. Okay. Anyways, and I went, holy mackerel. Mackerel, that's fish. That's Christ. Okay. But anyway, I went, wow. And Bear did that, and my nephew gave me this, and Bear stuck it on my cane. It's a dragon, because I'm a dragon in the Chinese thing. And then Bear took off to the north because he crushed some vertebrae, and his healer person was going to help him. He said, "When I come back, I'll get you a cane for this, a proper thing." Anyways, the moral of the story is, don't eat pizza before bed, or else you have none. The whole thing was, I said a little prayer. I did. I said, "Look, am I ready for this back? And if I am, stop it, you thing. Is it appropriate to even think that way? Messy. Come on, what is it?" And I said, I trust you, divine spirits, well, the God, the Tao, whatever, Christ, to tell me. And so later afternoon, Bear gave me this, which, was quite something. So, why did I want to talk about that? It's not very interesting. Oh,
You
there
are-
was, yes, you're right, you're right.
greatly appreciated, my
Yes.
darling.
Thank you, dear.
Because you know what you have brought to me this evening, right now.
Mm-hmm,
Is you remember when I spoke earlier
mm-hmm,
about the meaning of a pub
mm-hmm,
and how
living
a
theater.
pub was created.
mm-hmm.
It was from many miles and this miles and this miles, and nobody knows how to take care of life.
Okay.
The only way they came together to take care of life is they had to meet each other for many miles. Okay?
Thank you, sweetheart.
But the way they were Irish, okay? So the whole point of the story is, the one thing about the Irish is, it's like a teeter-totter. They can argue right to the death here, till you fucking tell the truth. And they also can bullshit you in order to find the truth. Well, you think I'm drunk? I'm not drunk.
You said Irish.
I want to thank this young man.
Young man, I'll
You
take
know,
it.
I've been, no, I have been searching. I have been the loneliest Canadian in Toronto for many years. I get on streetcar, I hear 13 languages at once, okay? Woo! I live in my building, 85% speak Chinese. They've been there for 40 years, no English.
Let's give a round of applause for the real.
Wait, I wanted to know where she was going with this. I love Chinese. You guys. They invited her over for dinner, right? It's okay. I want to hear what you have to say. Chinese.
No.
Getting another beer.
I want to hear and answer what she's saying.
Here.
What is important?
Are they actually really
A lot?
going to want to learn English? No! Yeah!
Okay, can
Or
I?
are they only
No.
going to learn as much as they have to?
We're going to have to give her a round of applause to help her out. Yes. Thank you, Mikhail. Mikhail, you've been heard. Now let us have our time as well. You're more than welcome to stay, but you must be Thank you very much.
Mitch, please, Mitch.
Thank you.
What, Mitch?
Thank you.
Mitch, what's your name, man?
Michaela Doyle.
Okay, Michaela.
Michaela Mary Doyle.
Okay, Michaela, can I want to answer your thing with the response. Like, okay, honestly, I thought about what you say. If you fly to outer space,
I just don't think this is really a topic we should all be talking about.
well,
So
okay.
we only have till 10 o'clock, so we
Yeah.
should
You
leave it
have-
at
you don't own this restaurant.
Can I
That's
just
not right.
can I just wrap up? Can I wrap up?
Yeah, wrap it up, but yeah, come on.
And let's talk it.
No, I'm gonna finish. I want
It's
to
not
answer.
finished.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his time.
Who in the hell are you?
I have 2 minutes to answer.
You're hiding the truth.
No, but I will stop. I will
Shutting it down.
I can take. I can.
Shutting it down.
Okay. Okay.
Shutting it down.
Here's my answer. When you go to outer space, wait, there are no borders. There's one planet. And I want to answer Mitch's thing about the environment. The big questions don't exist. It's how you treat the moment. So if you respect a tree or a plant or anything or each other, moment by moment, the big questions of climate change and la 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 will answer themselves. That's it. And I got $35 from everybody.
Thank you.
All right, keep it going, Miles Cohen.
The speaker's right behind you, so.
So move it away. I'd say this is going quite well so far. All in all, I think I give tonight a solid B+. This is breaking. It's ringing in my ears. Turn away from the speaker.
If you're gonna touch the stand, don't talk because it's, you know what I mean?
The stand, like, is falling apart. Like my spirit. It's fine, I'll just crouch. It's all embody how we're feeling. No, fine, look. It was still, this is live. And things happen, and that's all fine. Please, feel free to yell shit at me. That's fine. But just while the acts are on, just please let them perform. And it'll all be fine. Lucy is next. Then what I was going to say was, thank you, was that I like your haircut. Did you have a haircut? Did you have a haircut? Well, yeah. It looks nice. What do you guys think of Pete's haircut? What's the general consensus? For those of you that don't know, Pete used to have long flowing locks, and then he cut them. And I think he looks rather dashing, if I do say so myself. By the way, Pete, you owe me $75. Yeah, because what happened was, I'll just say briefly, again, I got off the plane when I got to the UK, and I turned my phone on, and it's my fault partially because I didn't turn data roaming off straight away, and I got a Facebook message from Pete that was nothing actually, I think it was a pigeon meme, thinking about it now. $75 that cost me from Bell. So, in cash or check, or how are you going to... Monopoly money? Yeah, alright. Are you ready to rock and roll, Lucy?
Yes.
Okay. You need this, alright. Grab that, please make some noise for Lucy.
No, it's good. It's good.
Wait, was this the one that was like sneaking down? You start off high, then it'll sink. Okay. Oh. This thing on?
Check the, yeah. It should be. There's a switch. There's a switch behind the microphone.
Yeah, maybe it is on.
Go towards.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, Lucy, can you hit the guitar? Oh yeah, try that one.
And we're back.
Four more seconds.
So, this is an original song called Passing Through. Okay, that's all I'll say because we gotta, you know.
Something wrong.
No.
There's something wrong with the try just Mitch, can you hook up this microphone that's right beside you? Just take the whole stand. Take the whole stand. We're just gonna use that whole setup.
Oh, 2 months.
Yeah, now it should work.
Check 1, 2, 5, 6. All right. Okay, we're now ready. Okay.
Got a heart.
by Rhea May.
I'm useless, I'm dumb, and I get every damn thing wrong. Yeah, I know. I'm the worst and you're the best. I deserve every hand that I get. So here I go. When did I get so clumsy, stumbling? I used to be so strong, now I'm mumbling under my breath. Did you even hear what I said? It's like I'm out of my body, I'm not me. Maybe I'm not who I thought I was. You say I recognize, that's what I do. But maybe it's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. All the things you put me through, yeah. Tell me who would ever do that. Now I finally see the truth. Maybe it's not me, it's you. Who's jealous? Who's mean? You're just cutting me down at the knees, but honestly, don't settle the score. So selfish how you leave. Do you do it to scare me and leave me in shakes at the door? When did I get so clumsy, stumbling? I used to be so strong, now I'm mumbling under my breath. Did you even hear what I said? It's like I'm out of my body, I'm not me. Maybe I'm not who I thought I was. You say I recognize, that's what I do. Maybe it's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. It's not me, it's you. All the things you put me through, yeah. Tell me who would ever do that. Now I finally see the truth. It's not me, it's you. Maybe I wasn't perfect, but I know I don't deserve this. Feeling worthless, was I worth it? I guess I see it now. Sit alone in your apartment. You can't keep your judgment. Honey, you're so fucking heartless, heartless. There's no me in you. There's no me in you. Maybe it's not me, it's you. Oh, all this shit you put me through. Tell me who would ever do that. Now I finally see the truth. It's not me, it's you. 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 Maybe it's not me, it's you.
Lucy Morgan, one more time. Beautiful. That first one is called Passing Through. That's an original, as we say in the industry. Yeah. Is that a love song? It's a love song? Yeah, I thought so. I'm getting really good at interpreting songs. I'll talk later. I'm rambling. Next is Alexi. Alexi, come on down. Get over here, you beautiful man. Inside and out.
Where the other way wasn't connected. okay? Can you hear me okay? Feedback. Okay, I'm going to read 3 poems to you. And the first one is kind of cosmic. It kind of fits in with the setting, alchemy, earth, water, air, fire. This one is called On One Being Unable to Leave Well Enough Alone. A fairy tale. In the beginning, the universe was perfectly balanced and whole. Holy. It was one thing. And being a perfectionist, God thought, I will add one more tiny thing. Not much. It would be weightless, massless, practically no thing at all. Let there be light. And the whole thing blew up in her face. Space. We have been dealing with the fallout happily ever after. And this is also kind of cosmic as well, a little. It's called Dark Energy. In my 20s, I learned consciousness, the basic awareness of. In my 30s, I learned love, the total attention to. Now, in my plus, I'm sitting with the experience, my understanding of the enormous, unsayable, wheeling around us. And so I'm counting. This is I just recently completed my 55th trip around our star. And so, yeah, thank you. It was spent at a harvest festival. At one point, I found myself sitting inside of a trailer in the shape of a fish. It was an angler fish, so it was a fisher fish. Fish is fishes for fish. And I was with my friend, his name was Jordan, which means the river flowing downward, moving forward. So water. And next to me was another man, his name was also Jordan, and he was dressed as a fisherman. So I am in the fisher fish, sitting next to a fisherman, and the moon is in Pisces, because there was a full moon, and the sun was in Virgo. That's fish. It was my 5th harvest, and I was completing the last day of my 55th trip around the sun. 5, 5, 5. 3 5s. 5 plus 5 is 15, and my birthday was on the 15th. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. 5, 5, 5. 5th trip, 55th trip. 5th trip to harvest, 55th trip. And then in this trailer, there was a bunch of strangers, people I'd never met before. And I was sitting in the chair of honor, apparently, and they had champagne, and they were giving me a birthday toast and wishing me happy birthday. And I was like, wow, I'm in the Matrix. Anyway, it was a beautiful happening. This consciousness of counting is the last point. It is the habit of the aware mind. Call it the principal affliction of experience. An overwhelming urge to add something different. To buy something when there is nothing to buy. To eat something when there is no hunger. To see something when there's nothing to see. To be something when there's nothing to be. There is no end to it, really. Except maybe in moments of music, song, heartbreaking love, and of course, in silent death.
Alexi, everybody. As I click over the. This is 55. 55, Alexi. Was that? Wow. My goodness. Your skin is so smooth. What's your secret? Should we do the podcast shout out? Yeah? As we set up. Tara's next, by the way. I think we'll need mic stand set up. Tara, do you need the mic stand over there? Yeah. Okay, is that what you're doing? Sorry, just a little admin, talk amongst yourself. Yeah, so let me know when you're ready, Lukas.
I'm gonna test the effects.
Test it. Let's do that. Okay, so now it's time for our regular feature of the show. It's Jack's Podcast Shout Out. For everyone listening at home, or maybe you're stuck in the car on the 401 in traffic, just wanting to tear your hair out, and we're soothing the angst just a little bit, or maybe you're at home sweeping behind the curtains. Thank you for listening. That was Jack's Podcast Shout Out. Brought to you by Winners. Well, Winners is legit. I was in Winners the other day. Yeah. When you go in there, you feel like it's kind of an ironic title, but it's not. You are a winner for sure. I spilled coffee everywhere in there, and then I ran away. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's a good omen. Spill a drink and run away.
Where'd you go? Marshall's.
No, I just went home and cried. Tara's next, and no mic stand has been set up for you.
Do you have anything else to say?
I'm sure. Here you go. Do yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna give you mine. Whenever you're ready. I'm just gonna come and help you. Maybe
Okay, here we go. Yeah. I remembered the show called. It's okay, I'm also Irish. It's okay, I'm also Irish. 1/4 is good enough, right? Oh no. You're a snap. Oh shit. No one knows my name, I believe. Winners, changed my outfit. Buy a wig that they got for some reason. See new cologne. No. Toronto, there's so many people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please show some love for Tara Smiley.
Thanks, guys. Alright, I'm gonna do some non-originals, but like to someone they're originals, just not me. So showing some love for someone else's work. So the song "Old Flame" by Kimbra is what I'm gonna start with. Any Kimbra fans in the room? One. All right, yeah, she's pretty indie. So yeah, okay, let's do this. Old flame.
everyone point out the same thing?
And I think
Yeah,
we're gonna
everyone's
try
eyes on
another
the-
called, okay, it's slightly more common, Let's Stay Together by Alchemy. Yeah, it's like more of a classic. And I'll just sing as much of it as I feel like. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you wanna do is alright with me. You make me feel so brand new. I'll never be untrue. So come on, darling, let's stay together. I'm loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Why do people break up and they just make up? I just can't see. Let me be the one you come running to. Your heart won't be untrue. So come on, darling, let's stay together. I'm loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Why people break up and make up? I just can't see.
Sarah Smiley makes some noise. Thank you. Yeah, a couple more things about the podcast that I've got to say was that if you're interested in listening to the podcast and any podcast that we've done since the dawn of the Middle of Nowhere, you can go to our website, which is themiddleofnowhere.ca, where we have links for them all on the YouTube. And there are also timestamps if you wanted to just go and say, hey, Lucy was good, I'm going to listen to hers, then the times would be there. No, what an absurd thought. And, yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know what to say. It's fine. It's all part of the experience. You can.
I just wanted to comment on Michaela. Like, I really appreciate all of you accommodating her. She mentioned into the mic that she was the loneliest person in Toronto. And I want you guys to take a second and realize that that person just was able to express herself the best that they could. And it got a little, weird and aggressive at one point. I think I shouted. I do regret shouting. And I know, Miles, you did your best to accommodate her, and I want to thank you personally for giving her her space, even though she repeated the same story twice. That's the best I could understand. So I just want you guys to know that that is okay, and if that happens, it's okay. It's not about like the perfect structured show. It's about accommodating what happens and making sure that what happens is real. Yes, Miles. Yeah. Yeah. So Miles just said people around the world are dying from loneliness. And what was the other word? Suicide. Yeah, it is a real, like, whenever you can give somebody your honest attention, you make their life better. So we just helped that lady. I tried to talk to her outside a little bit more. She's always welcome back. Everybody is welcome here, no matter what. So round of applause for that. Thank you very much.
All right, well said, Nick. Now you definitely want to go back and listen to the podcast. And And on the podcast, because this is my segue that I was thinking about, all through the last, is that Kyle, who's our next performer, puts comment or writes the descriptions, and they're wonderful. We're really flattered that he's willing to do that. So please go on the YouTube channel and check out the descriptions that he writes. Do you have a question, Alexi, or are we stretching?
I'm stretching.
Okay, good. Let's have the 7th inning stretch. All right, that's it. Okay. Kyle, everybody, make some noise as he approaches the stage, please.
Let's try it. Let's try it.
I think it's working. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hello. As Jack and Mitchell graciously introduced me, I am Kyle. Online, I am Kyle T Poetry, but also I am deeply lonely, and I'd rather express that out loud and make myself uncomfortable by saying so you too can not feel uncomfortable, and then we can just raise our hands and stretch obnoxiously and just be happy in the moment, because life's short. We're all suffering in our own way, so I do poetry, so I'll do it. Thanks. I think for eternity. I think for eternity. When your skin decays and flowers fade, you will return to me, free of memory. In unity, where the wave in every sea, there's sublimity in the beauty of dying and becoming energy. I think we're eternity. When your skin decays and flowers fade, you will return to me, free of memory. In unity, where the wave in every sea, there's sublimity in the beauty of dying and becoming energy. Yeah, feelings. You got those? I got them. There's too much. But you almost want to cast away and just kick it down the stairs. And I've done a whole shit ton of that in trying to transform. Like how the caterpillar becomes the butterfly, you know, all that kind of stuff. You kind of want to discard that person, that version of yourself. Or when you see someone outside acting rude towards like their parents, that just rubs you the wrong way, and suddenly you're just filled with rage and hate. But is it really hate towards that person, or is it self-hate for when you become them? Because we are all each other, always. We are this room. The sound of lights buzzing. The chattering in your heart, the thing that's pulling you away, that problem that you faced the other day. It is drowning you and pulling you deep, but we could be here together if we choose to. Yeah, no, I'm just rambling. The poetry just kind of comes out. I appreciate you all. I want to please give a round of applause for everyone who came here in general, who played before, because we need to raise each other up, because we can believe that darkness is everywhere. We can look at the news and see crashes and all that stuff, but you know what? We are creating our future every day. So let's love. I'm going to do a couple more poems. This one's called I Burn Beautiful Black. It's all about purging. I wrote it in the midst of my depression that I thought was gone. And now I'm like, oh, well, actually, look under the mat. Oh, shit, it's decay. There's cockroaches everywhere. I'm dying. Yeah, so don't always think that it's all good. Just, it's always a transformative experience, and embrace the pain. Fear the flames and observe. Watch how I purge, burning every word and every demon that they serve. Illusions collapse. I burn beautiful black. Skin divorces bone, how I smile here alone. Fear the flames and observe. Watch how I purge, burning every word and every demon that they serve. Illusions collapse. I burn beautiful black. Skin divorces bone, how I smile here alone. Eternally I dive into me, haunted woods and cold winter streets. Skin divorces bone. Oh, how I smile here alone. Eternally I dive into me, haunted woods and cold winter streets, skin divorces bone, oh, how I smile here alone. Eternally I dive into me, haunted woods and cold winter streets, skin divorces bone, oh, how I smile here alone. I burn beautiful black, I burn beautiful black, I burn beautiful black. Thanks. Appreciate it. I appear and have like a really stone face, all these walls and barriers, but really I'm really soft on the inside, like a bear, or just really sad and wanting to give love to every single person in the room, but sometimes that's at the cost of my own health. But you know what? That's great. I feel like that person is in all of us, honestly, that drive the care, but then we get defensive and we're like, maybe I won't do that today. Maybe not today. But I thank you. This poem is called Honor All You Are. I'm going to read a longer one and then I'll be done. So, honor all you are. Even cherish what you fear. You're not a single moment. You're the universe in motion. Alter your life in the smallest way to reveal the river of bloom and decay. Decades frost in the presence of spring, time and death were never separate things. Honor all you are, even cherish what you fear. Honor all you are, even cherish what you fear. You're not a single moment. You're the universe in motion. This last final poem is called Oblivion. We all stare into it, and I know you know how it feels. If you want to follow my life and continue it, it's Kyle T Poetry, Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz, all that stuff. But, you know, yeah, and in truth, I love you, and it's almost uncool to say that these days. It's better to be pessimistic, but I genuinely do, and I'll never forget this moment, so thank you. There will always be something, a reason to doubt or give up, to succumb to the pressure and grind your bones till there's nothing left. There is time, we forget. The dream is unreal if obsessively kept. We're all burnt alive, staring at what we haven't done. Wounds once raw will blacken beneath an unforgiving sun. Bound and stretched, bound and stretched, bound and stretched thin. At some point, you'll have to admit that these wounds are self-inflicted. Dates and destinations that all lead to oblivion, written and rewritten in the roles we choose to play. Survivor, victim, hero, children. Dates and destinations that all lead to oblivion. I don't know you, not even a little, and you don't owe me a damn thing. But if we're going to speak, then let us speak. See the soul beyond the king. Thank you. Dios bendiga.
All right, Kyle Poetry, one more time. Thank you, man. Thank you for sharing that with us. Go check out YouTube. Go check out Kyle Poetry. Is it Kyle Poetry? Is the Instagram?
Kyle T. Poetry.
Kyle T Poetry.
It rhymes.
Kyle T. Oh yeah. Words are my tool. Next up is Sharon Susan. Get up here, you two. Make some noise for Sharon Susan. So Sharon Susan performed once for us before, and I didn't realise this until after they performed, that how they came to be with us in the middle of nowhere was that Emily met them in an A&W. Sorry? And Carmen, you were there as well. Okay. Apparently, yeah, you guys were all queuing up the burgers, and somehow, now you're here. Wonderful. Yeah, well, no, absolutely. Get up here, come on, we're on a schedule. We'll have a chat afterwards. We'll go to an A&W. Susan? Oh, yeah. 50-50 chance. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please make some more noise for Sharon Susan.
Hi there, everybody. If you haven't guessed, we are twins. This sound. He made me buy these outfits. We're from New Brunswick, that's where we got these skippy accents. We're living in Party.
We gotta be careful with that mic. Just try not to touch it as much. It's just very
How much time is
finicky.
left? It's gotta lean back, right?
Just like that. How it's just. It's the part where the cable connects.
Do you like this menu better?
It's just working.
I think that the length of the episode works more for audiences by the audience.
Checking. Oh, boy. Hello. It's gonna make a sound bit. This song is, any Doors fans in the house?
It's a nicer bar.
We did this last time, but we forgot the bridge, so we're adding a bridge this time.
Exclusivity, you know, with like exclusivity
This
of audience.
is called I Spy.
The Alchemy.
Ready? Go. The mic went out. We don't need her to sing anyway.
The microphone. I can't.
I can do
You know,
that.
you can sign up. Next week, you know. Oh yeah.
Funky mic, funky.
Oh yeah.
Alchemy, alchemy. Don't grab anything, just don't grab.
Thanks, man. All right. Let's do it.
I mean, not bad. New setup. New random Go!
For all you people out there. This is my new drummer. It's called Woodpecker Wood. Well, I must fall in the house alone. I know the dreams and what you're dreaming of. I know the words that you long to hear. I know your deepest secret fears, your deepest secret fears. Well, I'm a spy in the house of love. I know your dreams and what you're dreaming of. I know the words that you long to hear. I know your deepest secret fears, your deepest secret fears. Everywhere you go, everyone you see, everyone you know, I'm a spy in the house of love. I know the dream and what you're dreaming of. I know the words that you long to hear. I know your deepest secret fears, 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 your deepest secret Guess you're a Jim Morrison fan, huh? Thank you. We just learned that a month ago. On a Jim Morrison book, and I had to learn it. We got a request by Emily, who invited us out. She wants by Mitch, and she wants to hear the animals, so we got to give her the animals. For her daddy. I told her there's a bar full of animals, but right corner, left pocket. This one's for you, and your mom, and your dad. Where will we be with our mummies and daddies? It's called the House of the Rising Sun. You heard of it? Give or take my best animal. All right, 2, 3, 4.
and Susan. Thank you, thank you. You guys, I bet you guys got those shirts at Winners, didn't you? That was Jack's joke. I think they laughed. I'm going to credit you. That was Jack's joke. Guys, we only have 2 more acts left.
I told him if no one laughs, he can blame me.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it real with you. We are going to go past 10 o'clock. That is 10:06. Next up is David. David, get up here. Make some noise. Show some love for David.
Thanks, everybody. So much love, it's great. Okay. Oh, baby, I'm thinking about your body. Oh, baby, I'm thinking about your face. Oh, baby, I'm thinking about your body, thinking about your face. Oh, baby, I'm thinking about your body. Oh, baby, I'm thinking about your face. Oh, baby, I'm thinking about your body, thinking about your face. Now sing it with me. Thinking about your body, thinking about your face, thinking about your body, I'm thinking about your face, yeah. Flip, flop, flip, flop. Skip, flop, skip, and weeby whoop. Skibbity, bibbity, bibbity, wong. Zibbity, bong, ziggity, bong, ziggity, bong, oh yeah. Some ziggity, bang, bong, dong, bang, boom. Thank you.
All right, David, everybody, keep it going. All right, let's hear it one more time, David. Okay,
Do the same one again.
Let's get those out.
Let's see here. Should I do something like sad?
Yes!
Or something like upbeat?
Sad.
Just he's the only one who wants the sad one.
Yes.
I'm gonna do the sad one. This is a song that a friend of mine wrote. His name is Rob. He plays in a band called Union Duke. Does anybody know Union Duke here? Yeah. if they can get all the words. It's a breakup song. I wonder now when you first began to see yourself with another man. It must have been apparent that I didn't fit your plan. I wonder now when you first began. There's some things you have to learn about yourself, some things that I could never help. You said you needed space, but you wanted something else. Some things you have to learn about yourself. So fare you well on your way, my love. May all your dreams come true. You told yourself you needed to be free. You couldn't have that and still be with me. So every day that passed was just another old routine. You told yourself you needed to be free. So fare you well on your way, my love. May all your dreams come true. I'm not much for starting over. It's out of my control. I'll settle down as I get older, and you'll be moving on. No, I'm not much for starting over. It's out of my control. You'll settle down as I get older, and you'll be moving on. Yeah, you'll be moving on. So fare you well on your way, my love. May all your dreams come true.
Thank you. Thank you. Check out Union Duke if you want to hear the actual version of that song. Union Duke on Spotify. They're awesome. They also do amazing live shows. Thank you so much, everybody. Good night.
David Lane. What a roller coaster it's been, with ups and downs. And Kat's been waiting so patiently through the entire show. Thank you. The last performance of the night, Cat Steves, get up here. Make some noise for Cat Steves. Cat came to us at the Imperial a few months ago now, and I think it was the first time she ever performed in front of anybody. She blew us away then, and she's been blowing away audience ever since. And we're very lucky to have her. So show her a lot of love. And just while I have a moment, I just want to say, after this act, we like to take a photo, which we've never done in this location, but we're going to try and do it. So please stick around. We'll probably have everyone gather in this general area for the ground and stuff. So anybody who wants to be in the photo at the end, we want you in said photo. And thank you for coming. This has been fun. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Cat Steves.
Yeah, you're good. Thanks, guys.
Just warning you all in advance, I have a nasty cold right now, so it's probably best that I'm going last with this mic, so. Alright, I apologize if I have to cough like halfway through the song.
As much as you want.
My cape up. It's a tiny cape. watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here, so why can't you see me? Oh, I'm giving it my all. I'm not the girl you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. So far away, but still so near. The lights come on, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here. I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm giving it my all. I'm not the girl you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. So far away, but still so near. The lights come on, the music dies, but you don't see me standing here. So, a little short story behind the next song I'm about to play. A long time ago, not a long time ago, a couple months ago, when I started coming and doing the middle of nowhere, Mitch was constantly asking, are you going to play an original today? Are you going to play an original? And I promised him the last time that I was here that the next time I would play an original. And so I wrote an original song. Here we go. Those photographs hang on the walls, just faded memories. The stories of a life once lived. All laughing big and
Keep it going, Castile. Wow. Okay, guys, that's it. We're at the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. Give yourselves another round of applause. Such a warm and welcoming place. Thank you to Alchemy for having us, Ben and the team. Love being here. Let's hear it for the house band. We got Tara Smiley on the ivories. Handsome Pete up in the bass.
And to Jack Charles, the host of the evening. What a wonderful show. Thank you all. Thank you all. Big round of applause. We'll give you a photo.
How to do you? And Lucas. Lucas has been doing sound. Let's hear it for Lucas. Doing the symposium on the cajon, doing a bit of bouncer duty. Let's give it up for Mitchell Anton MacEachern. Alright, that's it. If anyone who wants to be in the photo, please gather in this part of the room so we can be in the photo. All the performers have to, compulsory, sorry. Everyone else, it's optional. Thank you very much for coming. We'll be back here next Monday, 7 o'clock.